Good afternoon, it's Serkan from Best Contract Cars. Today is a sunny day, so we thought why not take our Audi A4 for a spin. This specific Audi is the S-Line model, S-Tronic automatic transmission. It's got a 1.4 engine with 150 bhp. It does about 0 to 16 in 8.5 seconds. It's quick for its engine size. A lot of our customers, when they hear the 1.4 engine, say it's a small engine, you know, it wouldn't lift the car, it wouldn't take the car. But in reality, driving a 1.4, I can honestly say that it is quick, and I have driven this car to Manchester and to Canterbury, so north of England and south of England, and it's done the job. It's done the job very well. So this 1.4 engine has replaced the 1.8 of its previous models, and it's got a TFSI engine, turbo petrol. At the moment, it has the same bhp as the 2-litre TDI of this model car. So a lot of people, touching back on the point of the engine size. Now with new model cars, we will see and we will continue seeing engine sizes decrease. But this doesn't necessarily mean that the power of the car, it will decrease. A 1.4 engine today produces 150 bhp. The new model A-Class hatchback, it will be a 1.33 on paper, 1.4 engine, and it will be producing 163 brake horsepower. So as years go and as models, as new models come out with new vehicles, always the engine power will always increase and the engine size will decrease. This will have obviously some positive effects on your pocket, as you would be paying less petrol money. So with this car, it's got a 1.4 engine. I put in about £60 and it takes me about 430 miles, which is more than enough for me. So it's not only is it economical, even though it's a petrol, it's also pretty quick. Now, as I've said previously, it is a very comfortable car, very luxurious car. We've got some soft material on the dash, soft material on the armrest. We've got some cup holders here. I really like the design of the dashboard. It feels highly quality and just does the job. You get heated seats, you get leather Alcantara seats. This specific car has the upgraded multi-function flat bottom steering wheel. This means that's literally it's a flat bottom steering wheel with some additional features such as the gear paddle shifts and the and this nice slick design, sporty design. Actually chosen to install the grey seats as opposed to the black. The only reason being is that I've got a black exterior and I wanted a light colour on the interior, which I think personally looks very nice. You've got a drive select mode, which allows you to shift through automatic, so the car will adjust itself depending on your driving. Comfort, which smoothens out the ride and softens the steering wheel. And then you've got the dynamic, which is full sport mode. The throttle response increases and improves, and the steering wheel becomes much more harder and tough, which allows you to have better control over the car. And then you've got individual mode where you can make the engine dynamic, so the transmission dynamic, and then the steering wheel comfort, so you can adjust the car to your liking, however way you want to drive the car. Other than that, you get navigation system as standard. It's very very high top end navigation. So here we go. Switch to map. There we go. So we've got the navigation system. So as opposed to the very popular virtual cockpit, we've got here a normal standard cockpit, but in the middle display we've got all the information we need, how much literally every information, the time, the mile you're on, your average miles per gallon. You can even have your navigation in your front view, so it saves you the look of having to use the front display to give you full focus on your driving. Yeah, so that's about it. You've got an electric tailgate release, which you've got a button here that will release the boot and will make life easier. You've got heated side mirrors. Unfortunately, you don't get the electrically folding side mirrors as standard, which is a downfall. You know, you need to pay for that. Other than that, you get a lot of stuff as standard with this car. All you need, you know, is a very smooth ride. As I said, so get the Audi sound system, which is more than enough. I mean, it's got amazing bass for the young drivers out there that like a bit of bass within their driving experience and music. You get Apple CarPlay as standard, which allows you to access your mobile phone without actually taking hold of your mobile phone. Now, that can cause a lot of problems if you shouldn't be holding your mobile phone while driving. So this is why Audi has included Apple CarPlay into their system, which simply connects you to your phone in front of you without the need of actually physically holding and going through your phone. On here, you can make calls, play your iTunes music, or if you don't like iTunes and you don't have music on iTunes, you can actually go to your Spotify through this and play whatever music you want. You can also use your iMaps on your phone. So sometimes we experience with car navigations, they're not at their best if they're not updated. So some people prefer to use their phone maps. So again, Audi's catered for that as well, allowing you access to your iMaps, which tends to be better than the average navigation. Yeah, so other than that, you do get pre-sense collision with this car. What that means is at a certain speed, if there is a car in front of you that has that has carried out an emergency brake and you fail to respond in time, your car will automatically nudge the brakes for you, and in some cases it will automatically brake. And that's the same case of pedestrians as well. If there's a person that just jumps in front of the way, or if you've made a mistake and you're going in for a tragic accident, the car will sense that and nudge the brake again to enhance your reaction time. So it is safer. What that means is that insurance, you know, people think that new model cars and expensive cars insurance will always be more expensive. That's not the case always. You know, with new model cars you get a ton of technology, safety systems where the previous models and the older model vehicles do not have. So that makes the car much safer drive. So that affects the risk factor of your insurance, reducing your insurance quote as a result.